Hi. Well, this is a somewhat sad moment for me because I'm now looking at the remnants of a stream that I used to fish as a boy, and believe it or not, I can still see a shoal of big chub down there. Now, you can't see it here, but just where it goes underneath the willow tree, I can see a shoal of chub with their big white lips showing, and they look big fish, 3 or 4 pound pluses. But as you can see, looking at it, access is impossible. So what I'm going to do is cross the road, trying to avoid the traffic, look at it on the other side. Oh yes, and it's still here, and I can still see fish in it, amazingly, but I guess it's no more than 4 or 5 feet wide and a foot deep, and it's totally overgrown. The only way you're going to be fishing this is to find a point of access and set of chest waders. What a shame, what a shame. At least there's still some water life in it, but it's, oh, and as I'm looking at it, a nice chub of a good couple of pounds has swam right underneath me. Unfortunately, being a cheap GoPro, I don't have a zoom facility on it, but wow, good to see there's still some fish in here. It's not completely dead. Completely inaccessible, but not dead. Well, I'm just going to go and see if I can find a place where I can exit. There used to be a place just round the corner. Incidentally, this is Woking Park in Surrey, and I bought my first house in Woking at 19. £4,500, would you believe then? And I used to fish this stream as a schoolboy, but it certainly didn't look like this. It was a lot wider and a lot deeper, but now it's gone completely wild. And if you look upstream here, you wouldn't even get a canoe up there hardly, which is such a shame. But at least the river's still alive. It's still here, even if it's in severely reduced form. So I'll go and see if I can find another access point to picture it. So here we have a slightly further upstream, about half a mile further upstream, and when it's changed from 40 years ago, that's for certain. There's now a park, a metal bridge where there used to be just a wooden bridge, and scrubland, and I must admit the stream still looks very inviting, if full of rubbish. And there's a hard path being created, so I might just have a little wander down it and see what I can see. But the river still runs. Well, I was out looking for a venue I used to fish as a schoolboy. It ran through our local park where I went to school. I found it, but although there's fish in it, access is impossible there. And I thought, well, while I'm here, I'll drive around, and I drove to where my local school playing field was, which coincidentally was a good 1.5 miles from the school. And I used to go past an old pond. And I thought to myself, I wonder if that old pond's still there. And lo and behold, it was. It wasn't dried up, it wasn't built on, it's not covered in private no fishing signs. There's about 2 fishable swims. I thought, I'm going to have a go at this. So, now I went equipped to fish small streams, so I'm not exactly equipped to perfection, but what I do have with me is an 8-foot quiver tip rod. I've cobbled together a sort of rig, which is about a half a gram or 3/4 of a gram pole float, an old discontinued Drennan pattern, down to a size 14 Drennan red maggot, got a bulk and one number 10 dropper down halfway down the hook rig. Bait wise, I've got bread, maggots and worms. Now, I have seen carp here. Now, I am willing to bet that people who come here feed the birds, because I've seen quite a few ducks, moorhens and whatever. In fact, I'm looking at a moorhen's nest and there looks like there's carp disturbance. So I'm going to put a piece of bread on. I'm going to use a 8mm punch. It's the only loaf I could get from a local corner shop. And I do apologise if the mic's picking up a lot of camera noise in the background. So there we have it. Almost 8mm punch of bread. I'm not going to feed anything at first. I do have a bit of white crumb with me, but I'm just going to flick this out. Flick is about all I can do with this. And see what happens. Now, this may be a total waste of time, but to be honest, I don't really care actually if it wasn't for the traffic noise. So I might try and dampen that noise down in a minute. This gets too much for me. Oh, I had a bite straight away. Oh yes, looks like a little fish bite, and I missed it, but it's a bite. Well. Things are looking good. Now you might think a size 14 is a fair size hook for small fish, but 8mm punch will swell up. Let's flick this out as best as I can. Oh, incidentally, it is very shallow. Yes, and the fish has pounced on it already, and I missed it, so I guess, oh, I can see it being chased around under the water. Yes! And how about that for a specimen? Let's say, is this a rudd or a roach? It's actually a baby rudd. There we go. How can you tell? The rudd's bottom lip protrudes beyond the top lip, and that's the main identification point. But what a beautiful looking fish. Oh. Well, I didn't expect that. While I'm sitting here, a small group of teenagers, I don't know, it's ages, 15, 16, 17, something like that, might have been younger, don't know, I don't think so. Come along and were amazed that there was any fishing here. How many could you catch? I had a little bet with them, I could get a bite within 20 seconds, and I got bites 3 times on the drop within 2 seconds. We all had a bit of a laugh, and the youth is often misunderstood, but I try and remember that all of the young ones, they just come down here to have a bite of cigarette, and whinge about mum and dad, or boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. So it made for an interesting interview. They were actually quite nice, well-mannered young people, which was pleasing to see them last night. Well, I've made a quick couple of changes. First one is for the camera. I've put a foam muff over it to try and damp out some of the wind noise. And I've gone to my car and got some white crumb. It's come out of the freezer, so it's quite damp. I may have to add a little water to it. But we shall see, so I'm just going to rebait with a double punch. Because there's obviously a lot of small fish in here, so I might as well try and see if I can get a bit of fish. Don't know if I will, I don't really care either. Just drop that out. Some finer line than what I've got would be a help as well. And the float went diving away. Look at this. Oh, for a whip with me. I haven't got a whip because I intended to show the most basic of fishing on the rivers, which was just a rod, line and hook. A young moorhen out in front of me, crying quite piteously. Looks like Mum's kicked it out the nest. Said, son, you're on your own. So, I bet all I'm going to catch is small rudd, but you never know. Have to wait and see. Getting bites instantaneously. Go. Oh, marginally better. Well, this one looks a bit of a battle-scarred warrior. Looked another small chub out there. And yes, another little rudd. Now this, oh, it's coming. Are you in the water? Yes. Now this does bring me back to my boyhood, because that's what we used to catch. That, minute crucians, you know, from our small local farm ponds. Yes, I put 3 or 4 chub in this when I was about 20 or 21. I wonder if they bred, and I wonder if any of their offspring are still alive. That would be nice. could do with finer line on the reel, but this is £6. It's not really meant for casting light floats. Yeah. But you do with what you've got. And this is what I've got. And straight away. Right. I'm going to try a piece of worm. Now I've got a 14 hook, so I can get a fair size worm. While I'm sitting there, a small group of teenagers, I don't know, it's hard to tell which ages now. 15, 16, 17, something like that, might have been younger. Don't know, I don't think so. Come along and like were amazed that there was any fish in here. How many could you catch? I had a little bet with him that I could get a bite within 20 seconds, and I got bites 3 times on the drop within 2 seconds. We all had a bit of a laugh, and the youth is often misunderstood, but I try and remember that all of the young ones, they just come down here to have a quiet cigarette and whinge about mum and dad, or boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. So it made for an interesting interview. They were actually quite nice, well-mannered young people, which was pleasing to see. That's interesting. I'm going to change to a worm again. See if a worm will bring a response, because that's odd how that's only went from being a bite within 2 seconds to no bite. That spells to me there's a very good chance that the fish will be received. If they are and they take this worm, expect some fun. Yeah, another pink cloud of bubbles came up there. Plus it looks like a puff of silk. Right. Only 3 fish do that, for intentional guys. And about every 10 minutes, putting a handful of maggots out. And see if we can attract maybe a perch. Who knows? And to be honest, you know, this is as near as I'm going to think we're going to get real to boyhood fishing. I turned up with virtually no tackle. I couldn't fit it all in my pockets, to be honest. My bait really wasn't in a carrier bag as a boy. I would have sat on a bank, and I certainly would have had a good quality rod as real as this, all tackle to match. But I could probably still put a free, bubbling, a teach. Sorry about that. So, you know, I would have made done with a homemade float from a bird quill and a nicked hook from my brother. And a couple of shots, usually was grossly undershotted, but there you go, you know. 4 inches of float sticking out, typical beginner's error. But I had fun, and even though most of the fish I caught could barely pull a float under, 1 or 2 of them were crucians up to about 5 or 6 ounces on a little bamboo rod. Certainly made it bend. Didn't catch many big crucians, and we didn't get. Look at that. You've got to love them, haven't you? Game little fish as well as being so beautiful. Their fins are absolutely exquisitely good red. So when they're as pretty as that, Size be damned. That's how quick it is sometimes. What is he going to stay on with us? Would you believe it? I'm sure if you put a logworm on even, the float would be going no. Pumps and punches, dips and pulls. Oh, yeah. Miniature perfection. Doesn't have to be big to be good. So I'm just going to carry on in this vein for a while and see what happens. I'll stop for a drink maybe in a little while. Well, I've just been alerted by the, there, hear that? That's a heron. Heron flew over and checked me out. And now down the corner. Yeah, hear him, he's still there. Just the same as a little fish I might work. Yeah, they're obviously a bit annoyed about finding me in their favourite fishing spot. And it seems I could catch these by the 1,000 if I wanted. So I've tried everything bar whole logworm. So when you're fishing flakens being attacked by small fish and you want it to stay on at least give you a chance, I tear off, depending on the size of the hook, about a piece the size of my thumbnail or top of my thumb, so ½ inch, hook it through, fold it over, just pinch it on the end. Now that's harder than you'd normally want to pitch bread on, but so I ain't catching so many small fish. I'm having a wonderful time, but I just want to see if I can catch something a bit better. So we might have to have a complete change of tactics here. This lot might have to come off and the logworm. So this is what I mean about all my tackle. Small drilling busy box with room to spare. I can probably get a small guru bait tub in there as well if I really wanted to. This is what I'm up against. So, yeah, change your tactics again. Oh, change your bait, should I say. Pepperami, mini one. Well, I haven't managed to snare the carp and he seems to have moved out to swim now. So, although it's not what I intended as a video, I had to video it because I thoroughly enjoyed myself, even with unsuitable tackle. Catching small fish, it was still fun. It's regrettable that the sort of fishing is dying out. But never mind, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to carry on fishing. If I should get a fish, I'll turn the camera on one that is